texting him saying, "Oh, we're going to like." Nobody want to see that. Just get to the point. Yes, that's what I like about Joe.
I want to know there's a flying saucer, my nigga. Not that
there are flying saucers. It's not if there are flying saucers. There are flying saucers. You don't think there's flying saucers?
All right, let me be more explanatory. I think I feel like our depiction of aliens is just all types of fucked up.
I can agree with that.
I think I just feel like we're wild racists. Like, so like how we describe these motherfuckers is like, yo, like why are they all green with antennas? Like they don't all look like Piccolo. Like I think they probably kind of maybe look like us. Maybe some have scales or whatever. Like I mean, obviously, like I was like, I don't think there's flying saucers. Like,
all right, we're gonna get to the flying saucers thing, right? But I will say this: I was reading a book and kind of like changed my perception. It was a science fiction book, so it's not like nobody's speaking like facts or nothing like that. I'm just somebody right now, whatever they're feeling. And they was saying the human race, humans on Earth, was started by like, all right, it's gonna sound real wild. All right,
was it that? No. I know what you're talking about. It's these two beings. They have like the long nose. Is that what you're talking about? There's like these aliens. They kind of like. Oh,
they look human. I don't know if you're talking about it, but they look human, and then they came down to Earth,
and
they're
significantly larger.
I don't even know about that, but
oh my god,
pretty much the Earth is like a science experiment. You know what I mean?
Yes,
they put something on. They started life on Earth and like just let it blossom out and see what was going on. Just let stuff go off.
And they say there's actual proof of that around the country. I'm sorry, country, my bad. Around the world, like you could see like certain artifacts of these beings, like it looks like what they're referencing.
No, so all right, that's
or you're talking about something else.
No. That you're talking about like actual real, like there's been like they found like cave paintings and stuff like that, and like different like hieroglyphics in Egypt and stuff like that, or like even like just depictions in just like literature and like stuff like that from like ancient times, and it shows like pretty consistent things, like, you know what I'm saying, like things that look like flying saucers first of all, but also like really tall beings and whatnot, like vaguely. The human brain is not capable of like just conjuring up something that it is never seen before. Like first, you know what our dreams are. That's just our.
Women do that though.
What? Listen, some men do that too.
I do that a lot.
Yeah, you do that a lot.
Yeah, I'll walk around the crib. We're gonna get back to that, but just real quick. Like I'll walk around the crib and just create the most craziest scenario of what I think someone may or may not do. I do that every time I want to go out somewhere I don't know. Like,
human nature.
Yeah.
I ran through this conversation a million times in my head. You know what I mean? It's not happening the way I thought Eddie Jones was going to happen, but you know what I mean?
You think you're about to smack somebody. You're like, oh, you're a really cool guy. Like, why did I even, like, think I was going to beat the crap out of you today? I can't even fight. Like, oh, well. But, I get what you're saying. Like, we can't, to create an idea of, like, that is so far-fetched, you would basically be like, yo,
it's not even just that, because, you know, anybody could come up with, you know, a giant person, or, you know, skin color is kind of different, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, there's certain, I'm not going to get into too much specifics because I'm going to forget details and it's just not going to make sense, but there's certain similar qualities to all of these things, and it's like, this is a time before, like, people could just freely float around the world, you know what I'm saying? Information wasn't being passed around, so how is it that different cultures in different parts of the world was coming upon the same looking things and drawing it out when nobody was able to talk to you? That's kind of sus. What you said?
What if they had a council? Like, every so often, people just pulled up on... I gotta talk more clear. Like, every so often, people just pulled up on one another and they just discussed these findings. I don't know. I wasn't there. I didn't get the memo. I didn't get an email. They didn't text me. So I have no idea.
There's so much stuff that's lost to history that we'll never know about. There's so much technology that was there's so much like...
Man, I know they made a flying car. I don't want to hear it.
That's fine.
You're not going to tell me otherwise that they didn't make a flying car at one point. And
I'll say this. Even if they didn't make a flying car before, the amount of knowledge that's been lost to time, if that was preserved in some way, we could have been so far ahead of wherever we are right now. You know what I'm saying? If we had better foundations, how much... The Library of Alexandria, that got burnt down. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that stored the wealth of the world's knowledge at that time. Like everybody, like if you did something in some part of the world, you would send, like, you wrote a book or something. It was like the Library of Congress right now, the type of thing. You would send it over there, and like they would have the big ass library just full of knowledge. It got burned down. You know what I mean? Like all it is, like
on purpose, or
I can't remember if it was
I
on
didn't-
purpose.
I didn't know.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was on purpose. I ain't gonna hold you because people would be trifling. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But it's just like it's stuff like
fucked
that.
up.
If we still had that type of knowledge, if we was able to build off of stuff that we had already figured out long ago, we wouldn't have to start from zero on certain things. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, maybe we are held back a little bit. But at this point, it's like, is it on purpose? And if it is on purpose, by who? Because remember, like what I was telling you last week. And I don't mean to like expedite. Well, not expedite, but fast forward the conversation. But it's just relevant to what we're saying. Like I said, like how we handled COVID. That could have been. COVID's fucking real, guys. I'm not going down a rabbit hole. But imagine
Get your
if the scenario
vaccines.
was it wasn't real and it was a test to see how do we respond to shit, because there's bigger shit we need to handle, and everybody just shit the bed and they're like, you know what, yo, aliens is real and we got a problem with them and we can't even fucking tell you because y'all are dumb as shit and y'all bought guns and toilet tissue. That's something you don't need guns and toilet tissue for. Like, what are you gonna do with a gun in the middle of a pandemic? Shoot
I heard
it?
that.
Like,
There's that. I get it. I fully get what you're saying. All right,
Mhm.
but all right. Do you think there's like if there was say you're Donald Trump or
Yeah.
Biden or whatever, right? And you're
shout out to Biden, man. Moneyback Joe.
and something happens, Navy comes to you, the Air Force, there's aliens, you know what I mean? They came to us, they said a whole bunch of stuff, you know what I mean? Do
Yeah.
you want to tell the rest of the country and the world about
They came
that?
to me.
Yeah, this is your decision. Are you gonna say, yeah, let's tell everybody about it, or are you just gonna hold that information to yourself?
Hold it.
Why?
I just told you. They bought guns and toilet tissue.
No, but cool. But it's just like
What's next? That's when they're gonna buy the mask. They're like, oh nah, we gotta protect ourselves with a mask. Like, come on, man.
there's certain
Or I'll do a beta test. A/B testing. How about that? I think that's
listen,
fair.
I don't know. Like there's certain information that like I feel like
What are you gonna do if I tell you? The fuck you gonna do?
what do you mean? What am I going to do? That
What
would
are
be
you
good
gonna
to know. You know how much people search for like answers to like the universe in their life, and like
Yeah,
how
but
much
what are
people
you gonna
just
do
state.
if I
You,
tell
first,
you-
you can't do nothing if there's
Exactly.
aliens, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't want to know if
Nah,
there
live your
are
life.
aliens.
Go live your life.
Listen,
Because you
will
might
have to look-
wild out and go rob a bank, and like they might be like, oh, we just created some chaos, but nah, never mind. We gonna spare y'all. Now I got to deal with this problem. Now you what? Now the aliens not gonna kill us, but you robbing banks. Now I'm tight. Now I look like an idiot. Like, come on. Like, nah, y'all not ready. Y'all not ready for the alien talk. Like,
I don't know. There's certain people that's ready for it. I'm ready
Certain
for it. They need
people,
to
I
just release that and let me know for once.
is it an aptitude test? What is an aptitude test actually? That's the one
your-
that tests your intelligence, right?
Well, test your aptitude.
Okay. Whatever. I'm trying to think of a certain test we would need to do.
There's no test because certain people is going to
Just
respond
a-
to like
Maybe
crazy.
your psycho. No, that's hard.
The reason why I say all of this though,
Uh-huh.
we're getting pretty far, is the same dude I was telling you about that Joe Rogan was interviewing, Bob Lazar.
Yeah.
He did say like his whole story, to put simply, is that he was working at Area 51 in the 90s, and he said that the government has possession of a flying saucer or has
Yeah.
possession of an alien craft or something like that, and he was supposed to work on figuring out how the engine worked. That's a real simplified version of the story.
Yeah.
But he was saying that they found, like, even though they don't know how it works or whatever, they found out a lot of like technological stuff from it, and they was able to make scientific advancements in other areas because of stuff that they worked on in that same facility.
Not that we use, or
Yeah, stuff but I'm not saying it's coming fully from like,
No,
they're picking out parts of and like we got an iPhone from that shit or something. But like, but like they
I would be
find some stuff out.
I
But
would
it's
be
just
so
like,
mad. Oh my god.
what's the point of hiding this stuff? The point of hiding this stuff is because you don't want China or Russia to get some hands on something and then like make a better bomb and like kill us or
Yeah.
something like that. That's the point of hiding this stuff. But it's just like, is there like at a certain point, I feel like we already live in a society where we're already saying, oh, you know what, people should get out of everybody else's business. People should just let people do whatever they want. Part of
Yeah.
that is the freedom of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? People should be able to know everything. That should be shared. But the point of government is not to like harbor all of that stuff within themselves.